very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And reset. Oh, hey, what? Oh, that's different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Oh yeah, it's a door. Oh, like get the door. Oh no, my door! Get the door! How did he open up the door? I don't know. Well, also that guy is it.
What was Zachary saying? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go right, I think.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Right. That's what I did say.
And here it was, the lounge.
I know I get.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh yeah, you going.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Gotta get down.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Let's go to the blue one, and I'm going to try the red one, see if it changes.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
That's the blue one, Dave.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I just I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
You looking at the door day? No, you can't. You already
See if he says anything because I'm running around in circles.
No.
So he's not going to say anything.
What happened, Nate? There's the door.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out how many more other things I can do.
The door.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Hmm?
We're getting bigger.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment.
Restart here.
We're back.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Back, Dave.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're back, Dave. We're back.
Let's try this one. I'm gonna.
Back, Dave. Back.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, we're trapped.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hey, look. It's there in the order.
But Stanley
we already
just
did
couldn't do
this.
it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post
Yeah,
during.
we already did this one. Okay.
Boy, back, Dave. Okay. Back.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
There's
door on his
another
left.
choice I could make that's different. I feel like I've done everything that there's to do in this
Yet
game.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Up the stairs.
Up the stairs.
There's a window.
Ooh, that's new.
Okay, so.
Let's go this way.
Okay. And over here. And there's a. There it is. Really? Wait, this way? Going upstairs?
I guess I'm going up. Ooh.
Back. Back. Okay. Wait. Okay, wait. Wait. Yeah.
I'm stuck in the elevator now. Am I in the same place? I didn't even go anywhere. Yeah. I didn't even go anywhere.
Arrow. Closing.
guess I
The
can
moment
turn
he
the mind
entered his
control
manager's
on. I
office,
think that's the last
Stanley
thing I can
froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
You funny.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Try to get out of here.
Good. Dark day was dark in there.
Is it dark in there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're here, Dave. We're here.
Are we here?
Yeah.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
There's a
large
door.
door that read
Right here.
Mind Control Facility.
You can track us.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the bridge, eh? Let's go to the bridge.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Whoa!
Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Whoa!
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
bridge.
nothing.
Oh, lost. It is lost.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Except that I'm not going to this time.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna keep it on. Turn it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off,
That would mean that you control
and
me.
leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.